Hi, I'm Russ Garrett, and you've reached maximum rate of climb. If you're like me, your spare time is very limited, and getting the most out of your drone flying time can be a challenge. Today, I'll share some tips and tricks that I hope you'll find useful. I'll welcome your comments, and please like and subscribe while you're here. Once you've gained the proficiency and skill to fly your drone, which includes using the controller in the DJI Go app, you want to shoot some interesting pictures and video to share with your family and friends. I shot this clip near Fort Monroe, Virginia around 3 p.m. on a partly cloudy but bright day. I used an ND16, a neutral density lens filter, and also for this shot, I used the course-locked intelligent flight mode so that I could fly a steady course parallel to the road. Tip number 1, monitor the weather before and during your flights. There are a number of excellent phone apps that are designed specifically for drone and UAV pilots. Knowing the wind speed and wind direction is extremely important. Flying against a steady headwind can drain your battery much faster than normal. On the subject of batteries, realistically, you'll get 20 minutes of flying time from each battery. If you get your thrills from trying to milk the last amp of power out of your batteries, then you should make sure you have drone insurance. Tip number 3, make sure that your return to home default altitude is set higher than the tallest obstacle that you'll encounter during your flight. Also, make sure that the obstacle avoidance system is turned on. Tip number 4, probably my best tip. Spend twice as much time scouting locations as you do shooting. I use Google Maps extensively to scout interesting locations in my area. I find that using the satellite view in conjunction with 3D and the image rotation capabilities of the app give you NSA level reconnaissance capabilities. Using Google Maps, I've developed an extensive list of interesting locations, all within a 30-minute drive of my house. This is Huntington Park in Newport News, Virginia. I spent a full hour scouting the area between 6 and 7 p.m. on June 10th. There are some legitimate hazards here, including tall buildings, high-tension power lines, and towers. But this is a prime location for getting interesting video, and I'm planning to return in the near future. This is the Vig Container Terminal in Portsmouth, Virginia. I've flown my drone here several times now. By using Google Maps, I was able to identify an ideal launch spot before ever visiting the location. And by using the distance measuring tools in Google Maps, I was able to precisely determine the flight path and distance I would fly from the home point. Tip number 5, plan your flights for early morning or late afternoon when the sun is low on the horizon. You'll have a much better chance of having lighting conditions that are favorable for taking pictures and video. Tip number 6, practice, practice, practice. The technology that allows modern drones like the DJI Mavic Pro to fly smartly and steadily means you are flying a powerful and sophisticated computer. If you own one, then you already know this. If you are considering buying one, continue to do your homework and be prepared to spend many hours practicing and learning. Make a list of goals, then make a plan to tick them off your list. Set realistic goals and be patient.